Hey everybody, it's Erica, and we are back to basics. And today is a special episode. We are celebrating Black History Month,
Okay.
and we have someone here who's very special to me, and she has a legacy. So I wanted to
Oh,
introduce the psalm and present to others. Some call her Madir, I call her Aunt Ruby.
some call me A. Ruben, my dear,
Yes, ma'am.
mama, and all that.
Yes. So I want to present to the world Miss Ruby Thomas. So thank you for being on the show today.
Well, I thank you.
And you are definitely an inspiration.
Oh,
You
goodness.
definitely have a long-lasting legacy, and that's why I
Oh,
wanted to share this with the world. So yes, ma'am.
oh.
So will you please start off by telling everybody how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind a child. I just thank the Lord for being the age I am. But anyway, right now I'm 93 years old.
Driving, cooking, singing, picking up folks, hugging them. 93 years old. She is amazing. A true
Oh,
legacy.
thank
So,
you.
if you can remember, it may be kind of hard, but
Yeah.
how many children, grandchildren, great grandchildren do you have?
Oh, Lord.
Roundabout. Yeah, it might not.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
93 years. I understand.
Uh, 4 boys and 4 girls.
Wow.
So right now I got four four girls and 3 boys.
Okay. Okay. What about grandkids?
Oh Lord have mercy.
A whole lot of them. And
It's a whole lot of them. I
And you
tell
have great grandkids
you,
too.
great ones and great too, I think.
Wow. So I got them listed.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but yeah, so seven
Well,
living children.
I might better look on the list. You don't know.
It's all right. It's all right.
Lord, I have to. Oh Lord have mercy. Mm.
16 grandchildren, 42, 42 great
I told you
grandchildren,
I had a whole lot of them.
and 10 great grandchildren.
Yeah, it's a lot of them out there.
Ooh, woo. I can't even imagine that. Okay. So
And she got one.
that add up to them 42 great grandchildren.
Okay.
42 of
Well,
them.
hey, you said to give or take.
Right. But that's just amazing. That's
Oh,
amazing. All of them.
well, I tell you what, I give God all the praise. I just praise Him all the time.
Right. So do they
Yeah.
ever come over here all together?
Well, some of them out of town and stuff, but they not all. I tell you, when they you to come now, they come on Sunday morning for breakfast.
So you cook a big breakfast every Sunday.
Yeah. But anyway,
Woo!
but okay, now I have a thing that I call my family reunion,
Mhm.
and have it every fourth Sunday, and so it's still going on as far as I can handle it.
Well, how many people usually be here on Sunday?
Uh, well, I say about a dozen. I put it that way.
That's a lot of folks be cooking for on fourth Sunday.
On every Sunday,
Oh.
every Sunday,
Oh, at breakfast. Okay.
yeah, breakfast, and
Well, that's a good way to keep the family together.
oh, that's exactly what I be doing,
Right. So that
trying
is
to do,
right. So
and
that's real important.
yeah, and my son-in-law, Reverend Clark, I y'all always have a devotion before we eat stuff.
Okay.
Even though we have like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and stuff like that,
Right.
and always we have devotion before we eat. So
Wow.
he puts out a big prayer. I tell you what,
Not no little one, a big prayer.
I'll tell you, he puts out a prayer too. I tell you.
Oh my goodness. So that's amazing how you just in your regular everyday routine, you instill um God, faith into
Oh,
your
okay,
even your adult children, and
right.
then with bringing everybody together with
Oh yeah.
meals.
Uh-huh.
So back to when you had kids, small children, or
Right.
bringing them up.
Right.
What
Right.
was your typical day?
That's right.
But so how did you do? How was it when you got up in the morning and you was raising your kids? Explain that day.
At on Sunday, I see to them going to church. I managed it pretty good. While they were
Mhm.
small, but when they got big, they, how it is. They had their own thing.
Right. Of course, I know. I do know about that.
But still, I try to tell them what's right and what's wrong and stuff, so they won't. grew up doing everything else, you know. So
Right.
yeah.
So how did you get into music?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, come on with it then.
Oh my goodness.
That's why we're here.
Okay, well, at first, you know, what I ever since I was a young child, you know, I was very young, stuff like that, and I always loved to play the piano,
Mm.
and I always think, you know, I think in my heart, I said, well, I sure wish I could play for some church choirs for church and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I just, you know, and I used to, when I was small, me and my sister or somebody used to be with me, used to go to people's house and bam on their
Mm.
pianos. And
Y'all bammed on the piano.
yeah, we go, but I know we wore them to death, but I tell you. But anyway, so I always into music and stuff like that. I just, music is my heart. So,
Mm.
so God gave me my heart desire. So, so I started playing. I've been. It's one church that I've been playing for about 50 some years, something like that. Yeah,
Wow.
something like that, nonstop.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
and
how did you learn how to play?
God gave me my heart desire.
Wow.
Hmm.
No form of training. You
That's
just
right.
learned how to play.
Because I did take music when I was going to school, just
Wow.
and she paid for it, but I didn't do but 2 lessons.
Mm.
And so the reason I said God filled my heart with joy, you know,
Mm.
I have to learn it, you know.
You just play by ear.
Uh-huh.
It's just natural.
Uh-huh. I've been playing by
Wow.
ear. So
Wow.
okay.
What is the most fantastic memory you had of music? What is the greatest experience or something memorable that you remember from music or some
Well,
event?
uh just come natural, you know, I wouldn't say it come natural. God gave
Mm-hmm.
it to me. I could pick up anything
Mm-hmm.
and you know, and play it. So I'm old school.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
old school, you know, a lot of not old school, the way got all that temporary. Goes to nursing home,
Okay.
and I play over there on every Tuesday. And the little young ladies, you know, they said, she said, how in the world she play like that? How can she do that?
Mm, mm, mm. Look, God gave you your heart's
That's
desire.
right, that's right. So
Wow.
then I go to a center down here, so I just
So what made you start doing that?
person at our church, and he had I used to check up on him, you know, and see how he doing stuff. But I kind of told him they was at the center, said they usually have devotion down there, and they usually
Okay.
stuff like that. Uh, he said they said we be singing on there, but we don't have nobody to play. I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'd be glad to come out and play for y'all, and
Okay.
that's why I've been
There you
there ever
go.
since.
That's all right. It was meant for you to be there
I
to
guess
play
so.
for them.
Hmm. They
Wow.
said they're crazy about it, so.
Well, you still coming and they still be there singing, so they must be.
Oh yeah, but
And
yeah.
and so you've been singing singing, playing music for a long time.
Oh, ever
And
since I.
so all that time you got children who singing too. You done
Oh
passed it right
yeah.
on down.
Right, right. I think most of them, my boys, you know, they play the guitar.
All the children, just about all the children got musical talent too.
Just about all the grandchildren, and
Mm.
Angela's grandchildren, and her son is real. He's artist. I just put it that way. He can look at you ever since he was a baby in the walker. He would look
Wow.
at you and draw your picture.
Y'all are creatives. Y'all
Oh yeah,
create stuff, music,
right.
art,
Okay,
everything.
all right.
Your legacy. It
Okay.
started with you.
You know what? Reverend Dixon always said, "I'm the backbone."
You are. You really are the backbone.
Oh, okay
You
then.
have a long lasting impact on so
Oh,
many people.
all
Not
right
just
then.
your family, the community,
Yeah,
all the
I know.
churches you have played at.
I know
You
they.
have left a mark. Cause I
Yeah.
saw you at the funeral this weekend. I saw you on the piano. I sat up. I'm like,
Oh,
what's she gonna sing
oh,
now? Well, come on, but you didn't sing.
oh my
I was upset. I was like, I'm ready to hear. I said, "Oh my goodness!" But I
goodness.
mean, you have left a long lasting impact on me. You
Yeah. Oh,
really
well,
have.
I'm good. I'm so glad. That made me feel good when
Mm,
people, you know, cause I don't do things. I always tell people I don't take no credit. no kind
Mhm.
of credit for myself.
Right.
You
And that's
know,
why God
I
using
don't.
you.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't. Oh, I can't do that without God.
So, one last
Oh
question. What will you tell somebody, you 93 years old, how do you live so long? How do you get a how have you made it? What have you done to help make it to where you are
Well,
now?
I always tell, people a lot of times say, always tell me, what do you do? I said, I'm gonna be just like you. All tell me, I said, well, that's all I do is praise God every day.
Mm,
So
that's it.
so they have to do that if they want to be like me.
That's right. That's right. And his grace is definitely on you, Aunt
Yeah,
Ruby.
cause they always tell me, oh, I don't care who I meet up with, I want to be just like you when I grow up. I want to be just like you. I said,
Hmm.
well, all I do is just give God all the praise every day. That's all.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, Miss Ruby Thomas, this is her, ain't Ruby. She is a living legend. She has a great legacy. So, if you are in the Meridian or surrounding areas, you can find her at whichever church. Just catch up with her. Beautiful voice, just a spirit filled, soulful spirit. And we're going to listen to her sing one of our favorite songs.
Well, it be real. Let it be real. Let it be real. Let it be real. Whatsoever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real. Oh, let it be real. Let it be real. Let it be real. Let it be real. Whatsoever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real. When you pray, you ought to let it be real. When you pray, you ought to let it be real. Whatsoever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real. Oh, if you sing, you ought to let it be real. If you sing, you ought to let it be real. Whatsoever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real. Oh, if you play, you ought to let it be real. If you pray, you ought to let it be real. Whatsoever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real. Oh, let it be real. Live real. Let it be real. Let it be real. If whatever you do by the law, you ought to let it be real.